as Iran threatens to use a weapon not yet known to the world.
Over 350 ballistic missiles.
Iran is reportedly evacuating Hezbollah and Revolutionary Guard commanders from Syria due to fears of Israeli retaliation. It is claimed that Iran is currently preparing its air force for potential attacks and that its navy will soon start escorting Iranian commercial ships in the Red Sea. While the Israeli military systematically destroys Hezbollah targets in Lebanon, Iran continues to issue stern statements to conceal its significant anxiety and fear. During the early morning Israeli operation, prominent Hezbollah commanders hiding out in a border headquarters were neutralized. One by one, Iran's most influential Hezbollah commanders are being eliminated. This, according to the Israeli army, is only the start. At random intervals, the Israeli military is hitting Iranian sites with ballistic missiles. Hezbollah leaders with ties to Iran are among dozens of border targets. They are annihilated. Israel has made up its mind to do something. It is obvious that Netanyahu is preparing for war and has made strong statements. A full-scale conflict between Israel and Iran could break out if former Mossad chief Zohar Palti does not rule out attacking Iran's nuclear facilities. Other present and previous Israeli leaders have also stated everything is on the table, which he reiterated to Sky. Let's watch together what's going on in the Middle East.
Israel has been trying to reassure its friends that it is not interested in going to war with Iran, even if it has been sounding more aggressive. Air attacks were signaled on Wednesday night by Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. The skies over the Middle East are open, and any enemy who fights against us will be attacked wherever he is, stated the president. After Israeli planes blasted off one by one, aiming for targets near the border. The F-35s, flying low in the sky, neutralized every target they detected on radar. For the first time ever, Iran attacked its longtime rival Israel last Saturday night. The world, including the Middle East, was worried by Iran. In response to Iran's strike, the US, UK, France, Jordan, and the UK all voiced their support for Israel and assisted in its defense. However, with the help of its two friends, Yemen and Russia, Iran was a major factor in shifting regional power dynamics following the assaults. Air defense systems intercepted nearly all 300 Iranian missiles fired at Israel overnight, according to IDF spokesman Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari. This was despite the fact that the US, UK, France, and Jordan were all involved. According to Hagari, the majority of the missiles were shot down outside of Israeli territory by the long-range Arrow 2 and Arrow 3 air defense systems. Additionally, warplanes destroyed dozens of drones and cruise missiles. These tensions will likely persist for some time, according to remarks made by both parties following the strikes. If Tel Aviv retaliates against Iran for the missile and drone attack that happened overnight, Tehran has threatened to unleash a greater attack on Israeli land. The Iranian leadership likewise issued a stern response. In response to Israeli retaliation, Iran threatened to employ an unprecedented weapon. What was Iran's intention with this declaration? The reasoning for Iran's claims about its secret weapon is shrouded in mystery. Everyone knows that Iran possesses long-range ballistic missiles, like the Iskander missiles, and that these missiles may carry a variety of warheads. Iran may be boasting about its concealed ballistic missiles. The Iranian regime ignores Israel's Arrow 3 missile defense system. The Arrow 3s neutralized approximately 20 ballistic missiles Saturday night, as previously reported. Iran must penetrate the Arrow 3 to use long-range missiles covertly. If not, Israel may intercept and neutralize Iranian missiles in midair, as shown Saturday night. We have warned Washington against supporting Israeli military action, Iran said. Major General Mohammad Bagheri, Iran's chief of staff, told state television that if Israel retaliates against Iran, their response will be much bigger than tonight's military action. The Revolutionary Guards commander, Major General Hossein Salami, told Iranian state television that the operation had been a huge success and that Tehran had reached a new agreement with Israel that any attack on its interests, assets, officials, or citizens would be met with a response from within. Iran fired nearly 300 missiles against Israel, but Israeli air defenses intercepted 99%. According to several senior administration officials, President Joe Biden promised Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that the U.S. would not support an Israeli counterstrike against Iran. The reports say the two called to share this information. Biden reportedly promised Netanyahu that America would oppose any Israeli counterattack and denied involvement. After Iran's attacks on Israel, the Iranian Foreign Ministry encouraged the British, French, and German embassies to reconsider their casual approach toward Israel, according to the Iranian labor news agency. For US, UK, France, and Jordan helped cease Iran's nightly drone onslaught on Israel. Iran now perceives these countries differently due to this aid. An Iranian official allegedly threatened to expel Iranian embassies from the nations and gave ultimatums. The foreign minister of Iran says the country will defend itself from any new attack, but will not continue its defense operations. According to Iranian Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdullahian, legitimate defense shows Iran's responsibility to regional and international peace and security. Iran will defend its legitimate interests from any future attack, even though it does not want to continue defensive efforts. Minister Amir Abdullahian made the announcement hours after Iran deployed 300 people in a massive wave. Iranian FM Hossein Amir Abdullahian said Iran informed its neighbors 72 hours before bombing Israel. Amir Abdullahian said, "We informed our regional partners and neighbors 72 hours before our operations that Iran would reply against Israel definitively, lawfully, and irreversibly." According to Saudi Arabia's official news agency, Iranian Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdullahian contacted Prince Faisal bin Farhan bin Abdullah late Thursday night to discuss regional developments after Iran's missile and drone launches at Israel. The Saudi Foreign Ministry said the group discussed Gaza Strip escalation and its consequences. The Jordanian Air Force fired down several Iranian drones that breached Jordanian airspace and were moving toward Israel, according to two regional security sources. Jordan has often criticized Israel and demanded that it stop its activities in Gaza during the conflict. Saturday night, Jordan saved Israel from an Iranian attack, turning the tide. The Jordanian cabinet claimed the day before that Amman intercepted various flying objects trying to enter its airspace to safeguard its inhabitants. Shrapnel fell in various areas at this time, but no residents were injured, the statement said. Regional intelligence says the Jordanian military is also on high alert for Syrian and Iraqi drone activity, with radar systems monitoring. According to trustworthy sources, drones flying from the Jordanian side of the Jordan Valley to Jerusalem were intercepted and destroyed in flight, and others were destroyed near the Iraq-Syria border. Evidence of southern, central, and northern Jordanian cities near Syria heard intense airplane activity. Many drones were shot down south of Amman, the capital 37 miles from Jerusalem. Residents gathered around a large drone accident in Marj al-Hammam's commercial district. An earlier security source reported increased Air Force reconnaissance missions. Jordan initially claimed it had prevented all aircraft entering, exiting, and transiting its airspace during the Iranian strike. This was done as a precaution in case Iran attacked Israel, officials said. Muhannad Mubaideen, the Jordanian government spokesman, said the airspace was closed for security reasons. Mubaideen also reassured kingdom residents that a state of emergency had not been declared. Jordan borders Syria and Iraq, two Iranian proxy states, and Israel and the West Bank. As Israel fights Hamas, an Iranian ally, it worries about being caught in the crossfire. Amman sought Patriot air defense systems from Washington late last year to strengthen Jordan's border defenses. According to reports, the Pentagon has increased military supplies to the monarchy. Hosting hundreds of U.S. troops, the country is an important ally in the region. The two countries routinely practice together. After Iran's missile and drone attacks on Israel, the UK Ministry of Defense said Royal Air Force fighters in the Middle East will intercept airstrikes within their missions. The statement said the UK is working with regional allies to de-escalate and prevent more attacks in view of rising Iranian threats and Middle East tensions. The UK Royal Air Force shot down an unknown number of Iranian drones. 2 days after the attack. The region is still suffering its repercussions, and something new has happened. Saturday night's actions have sparked outrage worldwide, notably in the Middle East, but major nations like the US, Russia, France, Germany, and Turkey have urged for calm. Does this resonate? Share your thoughts in the comments. To avoid missing new videos, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications. Thanks for watching our show.